A Creatures of Sonaria TikToker who didn't pay their artists? Welcome back to another funky news from the best Creatures of Sonaria Commentary channel. I'm Frown, as you know, and today I have a wild story for you. Before we go there, I want to tell you how I was led into this drama. My birdies came and told me about a discussion on the topic of a content creator wannabe. Of course, seeing that there was potentially drama to talk about, I began my research. I went by like several TikTok videos talking about it, and I have to say, no offense to the people who made those TikTok videos, it was very hard to understand what you were trying to say. It was extremely hard trying to understand the entire thing. The videos, they felt desperate and like it was desperate like this, right? They list down the things of what's wrong with this Anthony person, and they compare lists like harassment alongside with creature simping. Like, how do you take it seriously when you're accusing someone of harassment, and at the same time that person is just guilty for simping on a creature of Snaria species? Right, it just feels like some people were like scrapping off whatever they can, going as far as to even like a little bit of in-game toxicity and like jokes with friends and whatnot. So because of all these laughable claims, I came with the impression that the drama was actually just some over-the-top dramatized form of defaming someone's reputation. So I went on a hunt to have conversations with him and the accusers. I wanted to see if he was actually innocent, and if he was, then I wanted to defend him. Yes, I did more work, to be fair, than all of Creature's scenario moderation combined. Anyways, I did manage to talk with several, if not all of his accusers, and even himself. The accusers, they presented a lot of evidence. Most of them not necessarily worth the wild, but some of them were decently problematic. I'll tell you the important and interesting parts. The whole thing started with Anthony, the accused, insisting that another TikToker was copying their content idea. I looked at it and it's just some Creatures of Snaria infection alternative universe type of thing, right? It's not really original. Everyone does this. Like my own Discord server is doing one right now. It's a very bold claim to assume that someone copied you off when both of you could have just been inspired by the My Little Pony infection AU trend, right? So it's not really an original idea. So I don't know where he's parading that from, but yeah, that was that was the start of the fire. And because of this, the person who he accused of, stealing his content came to him, confronted him, and told him, talked to him about it. And these are his, interactions with them. And yeah, we can already see that Anthony is one hell of a character. It's a very productive, very open-minded character, you see. But yeah, he's not really a person you could convince. It's like a brick wall, right? And I don't want to judge him too harshly at first because it is what it is. Content competition is getting harder, and I understand when content creators or TikTokers or whatever are being protective of their idea, because like I said, contents are getting harder to make unique of and stuff. So yeah, I understand at first. However, what caught my attention was him trying to false report this person he accused of copying his idea, and basically attacked his TikTok account, trying to use his fan base to mass report him and stuff, which was completely uncalled for, right? Completely uncalled for, and it was very despicable. Then not too important stuff happened. Like the accusers tried showing me some details and whatnot. I don't think it's that important. It's just some jokes and comments. They're not necessarily a character striking moment, so I don't think it's worth my time explaining it. However, 4 things did catch my attention. So the first thing is he tried to accuse his former editor / friend of being homophobic and, get this, hating on deviants. He accused him, and here's the video, right? You can watch the video yourself. I'll play it in the screen, right?
Hey guys, let's talk about this content creator. So this person was my recorder. but we had an argument because someone copied my video and we stopped being friends. They were homophobic and kept making fun of me and accusing me of being gay. They also said they don't like Therians and that they're cringe. Please unfollow them, they're really toxic and rude for no reason.
So after this, the friend obviously had to defend themselves, showing the screenshots of him and Anthony like joking about the topics mutually, like both sides were joking about it. So no one was just out of the blue like homophobic and stuff, right? So with that, I thought I would point this out because we can already tell that Anthony isn't really shy about manipulating the truth and making false claims and being a hypocrite. The second thing that caught my attention were these very awful things he said to a bunch of server members. I thought it was pretty fucked up. The things he said weren't too nice. Even if they were jokes, I don't think it was mutual. He sounded really serious. The third thing that got me, that got my attention was the thing that made me want to talk about this to begin with. The fact that he didn't pay his artists. So some drama happened between them. It's just some tiny little drama where the artist called him problematic in the video, and do all of them just have TikTok videos and stuff? My gosh, are they all like just TikTokers? I don't know, but whatever. So the artist made a video about telling the people, his viewers, that Anthony was a problematic person. And Anthony obviously was upset because they didn't come to him and talk it out. Instead, they made a video. So yeah, I can understand why they were upset, but it still doesn't excuse him from paying the artist. However, I do agree to some degree that he, like when he does buy the artwork from the artist, it is kind of his property now, whether the artist wants it or not. It is kind of his property. He did buy it from you, so that part I kind of agree. But if he doesn't pay it and just like holds your artwork hostage because he can, then yeah, that's a little fucked up. I talked with the artist. He didn't seem to have much of a problem. They're very chill. I saw some of their artworks real quick. I'm just gonna show off some of them. They're very cool. But yeah, they were pretty calm with the entire situation. The last and least interesting of all the points I've shown interest to is the fact that Anthony does not own his channel anymore. Apparently, a friend that goes by Jasper took over both his Discord and TikTok, apparently to continue his legacy or some shit. I don't think it's another person running his account. I'm really sure that's just him trying to play it off. Like, it's obviously him. He's trying to stay quiet and salvage whatever he could with what remains. They both asked for follows from people, and I talked with this Jasper. Like I told you how I talked with the victim. I went to his former Discord account. It was inactive, so I went to his new Discord account where Jasper like greeted me, and it was just a pretty useless conversation. I still think it's him. Like, I'm not convinced, right? I mean, come on, who the hell takes over like an account that's pretty much dead because of drama? Who the hell tries to continue a legacy and post content for someone else when you could just do it for yourself? But yeah, that's just a little strange. Anyways, that's all about the drama we got. Any more, then I must have left them out because of their irrelevancy, or they just don't bring a strong enough argument to the table. I could have forgotten some stuff, so if you want, you may go and do your own research, but remember not to attack or harass anyone involved. No matter how mean and whatnot they are, you have to respect their privacy. If they want to be left alone, you leave them alone. Do not be dickheads, okay? I warned you, do not attack anyone involved. With that being said, wow, this was a long video. Like the video, I earned it. And subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.